Welcome back to Whispered Nights, a place where the world slows and your body is invited to rest completely.
Tonight, you arrive at a mountain shelter while a storm moves slowly across the peaks. The path behind you is quiet now, covered by fresh snow and softened by falling rain. The shelter stands strong, built from old wood and stone, steady against wind and weather. You step inside, close the heavy door, and the outside world fades into a distant, harmless sound. Inside the shelter, the air is warm and calm. A soft lamp glows in the corner, spreading gentle light across wooden walls. The storm cannot reach you here. Wind may press against the mountain, but this place is protected, patient, and still. You take a slow breath and feel your shoulders relax as safety settles around you. The storm outside begins its rhythm. Wind moves through the mountain like a slow breath, steady and deep. Rain taps softly against the roof, never rushed, never sharp. Occasionally, snow brushes against the walls, whispering instead of striking. Each sound blends into a single calming pattern that asks nothing from you. You move further inside the shelter and find a simple place to rest. A wooden bench, a folded blanket, a sense of quiet waiting just for you. There is nothing else you need to do. No plans to make, no problems to solve. The mountain has already decided that this moment is only for rest. Outside, the storm continues its long journey across the peaks. Clouds wrap around the mountains, hiding their sharp edges and turning them gentle. Lightning stays far away, muffled by distance and cloud. Thunder, if it appears at all, arrives as a low, harmless roll, reminding you how far away the world really is. You listen without effort. The shelter holds every sound and softens it. Wind becomes a low sigh. Rain becomes a slow ticking clock that has forgotten time. Snow becomes silence itself. Your breathing begins to match the pace of the storm, slow and steady, calm and deep. The mountain shelter has seen many nights like this. It has stood through countless storms, countless winters, countless passing travelers. Its walls remember safety. Its beams remember warmth. You are not the first to rest here, and you will not be the last. But tonight, this place belongs only to you. You lean back and allow the quiet to settle fully. The storm does not demand attention. It performs gently in the background, like a story already known. The shelter remains unmoving, strong without effort. Nothing can rush you here. Nothing can reach you here. As minutes pass, the storm slowly changes. Rain becomes lighter, then steadier again, like breathing. Wind rises and falls without warning, but never with danger. Snow drifts against the door and then slides away. Each change is small, natural, and safe. Your thoughts begin to slow. They arrive less often and leave more quickly. The mountain does not care what you were thinking earlier today. The shelter does not ask who you were before you arrived. In this space, identity becomes simple. You are just someone resting while the storm passes.
The warmth inside the shelter spreads gently through your body. Your hands feel loose. Your jaw relaxes. Your eyes grow heavy, not from effort, but from comfort. The storm continues to guard your rest by keeping the world away. Somewhere far below the mountain, towns continue their noise. Roads carry their traffic. Lights stay awake. None of that reaches you. Up here, wrapped in wood, stone and weather, time stretches and softens. Minutes feel wide and empty in the best possible way. The storm reaches its deepest moment. Wind presses firmly against the shelter, testing nothing, proving nothing. The walls respond with quiet strength. Rain thickens briefly, then eases. Snow drifts lazily through the darkness. Everything outside is busy, yet nothing feels urgent. You allow yourself to rest more deeply. Your breathing is slow now, barely noticeable. Each inhale feels cool and clean, like mountain air, even indoors. Each exhale releases weight you did not realize you were carrying. The shelter remains constant, unchanged, reliable. Gradually, the storm begins to move on, not suddenly, not dramatically, just enough for you to notice the quiet growing wider between sounds. Wind pauses longer, rain spaces itself out, snow becomes only a suggestion, the mountain exhales. You do not need to watch this change, you do not need to mark the moment. Your body already understands that the night is safe, that rest is allowed, that nothing is waiting for you right now. The shelter holds you in this understanding. Its walls keep the world gentle. Its roof keeps the sky distant. The mountain stands watch without effort. You are free to drift, to rest, to sleep if you wish. As the storm fades into the background, silence takes its place. Not empty silence, but full silence, thick with calm. The mountain remains, the shelter remains, and you remain, safe, warm, and completely at rest. The night continues to stretch gently around you. Darkness outside the shelter feels deep but friendly, like a blanket pulled up to the edge of the mountain. Clouds drift slowly, no longer heavy with rain, simply passing through the sky without purpose or urgency. The storm has done its work and now allows quiet to take over. Inside, the shelter creaks softly as the wood adjusts to cooling air. These sounds are slow and familiar, never sharp, never sudden. They remind you that this place is alive in a simple, patient way. Nothing here is fragile, nothing here is rushed. You shift slightly, finding a position that feels natural and effortless. The blanket rests over you with comfortable weight. Warmth settles deeper into your muscles, loosening them one by one. Your body understands this environment. It knows it can let go. Outside, the mountain listens. Trees stand still, their branches holding leftover snow without complaint. Rocks remain unmoved, grounded and certain. The path you traveled is already beginning to disappear under quiet layers of white. Tomorrow does not exist yet, and yesterday no longer matters. Your thoughts become softer, less defined. They no longer form complete sentences. They drift like clouds did earlier, appearing briefly before dissolving into calm. There is no need to follow them. The shelter asks nothing of your mind. The silence grows wider, deeper, kinder. Even the smallest sounds seem to rest within it rather than interrupt it. Your breathing becomes so smooth it feels automatic, guided by the mountain itself. Each breath supports the next without effort. You feel protected in every direction. Above you, the roof. Around you, the walls. Beneath you, solid ground that has existed for ages. The mountain does not shift or doubt. It simply holds, allowing you to rest without worry. Time loses its edges here. There is no beginning, no ending, just a steady continuation of calm. The storm is now only a memory, already dissolving into the night air.
What remains is safety, quiet, and the gentle promise of rest. You allow yourself to sink fully into this moment. Muscles soften further, thoughts release completely. The shelter remains awake so you do not have to be. The mountain keeps watch so you can drift freely. Nothing else is required. Nothing else is coming. The night has settled, and you are exactly where you need to be.